Right, we're back for arms, and despite it being a new split, we haven't actually changed much for this arm routine because what we've been doing for like the past 2 months has worked. So I think there's no real point in changing it if it's doing its job. And I think almost that some people probably change exercises too early, and in that instance they just lose the ability to be able to track their progression. So whilst things are working, I think you just sort of run them till they're dead, and then you can change them out. But with that being said, just starting here on our cable curl. This has been a pretty good staple. It really isolates the bicep. Unstable position helps keep the shoulder nice and healthy at the same time, and you get a great contraction. So let's run probably 3 sets here, and then we can move on. One more set, just like that, and that'll be fucking plenty to start, and we can move on. Right, wrapped up our single arm cable curl onto this machine preacher now. 4 sets, probably like 12 to 15 I reckon, pushing pretty hard, and we'll see where we land after this first set and adjust according. Well, we haven't really made much of a load adjustment because that first set was pretty much on the money, and obviously as we fatigue, it's kind of hard to keep progressing, but those other 2 sets are pretty good, so just finish these last 2. Same sort of mentality, I guess, and performance. I'll be happy with that. Well, we weren't going to go up, but because it's the last set, just for the fuck of it, let's start these on and see where we land. Give us a good idea as to where we can maybe start next week. Let's quickly drop it. We're done. Let's cut just to some bicep curls. All right, onto our dumbbell bicep curls. Nothing fancy about this, just simple shit that works, but not sure how many sets we'll run. We'll just see how we're feeling towards the end, and we can just make our mind up then. But in saying that, given that today's been all biceps, and then we'll hit the triceps at the end, the biceps definitely feeling pretty fatigued after, what was that, like already 7 sets so far. So we'll just gauge these, and then we can just move on to our triceps. Let's quickly drop set it. That's it. Oh, that's it. I think we're going to call biceps there. I don't really think there's much point in doing any more sets. So, with that being said, let's cut to our first set of skull crushes. Well, that first set of skull crushes felt fucking good. I kind of changed up the grip to what I normally do. Normally I just like run a suicide grip, but on this one I just did like the traditional grip, wrap the thumb around it, and I think, to be honest, that was almost the better way to do it. It just took a little bit of pressure off the wrist, and I felt that I was able to kind of get a lot better stretch on the tricep. So simple little shit like that. I mean, I've been running the suicide grip for like 2 months and it was feeling great, and then all of a sudden, quick change up today, and I'm just like, oh shit, maybe it would have been better off doing that for the last 8 weeks, but not to worry. It's just learning new stuff as we go, I guess, picking up little tips and tricks just something that we're not even consciously trying to do. So with that being said, let's run this second set, same grip, and hopefully we can fucking blow these triceps up. Come on. The triceps are getting well and truly cooked, but one more set. Right, last set here before we move on. just some cross cable tricep extensions. But that being said, these skull crushers have been by far the best they've ever been. So pretty wrapped about that. That's a whole week of good training so far. So pretty fucking pumped considering we're getting to the very end of the cut where we're definitely over it. But let's get into it. Come on. Right, let's cut it there. Yeah. One more and then we'll call it a day. Well, after this week, we are down at our lowest weight ever on the cut so far. Just cracked the 89 kilo mark, which I think is like 197 pounds or something like that. So been a pretty good week, pretty good reduction in weight, and we're definitely a hell of a lot leaner. Quite flat, but we might have an extra high day or two next week, try and fill back up with some extra carbs. But with that being said, let's have a look at what we're looking like. That lighting's pretty trash, isn't it? But not too bad. Definitely looking a hell of a lot leaner, but obviously quite flat. God, we've got terrible light in here today. I think though, judging by the way we're looking, should only be another week or two hopefully, and we'll be back on the bulk.